guys, and welcome back to Dragon Age Origins. We are in Arl Eamon's estate. We have rescued the queen. We've been rescued by Zevran and Wynn. And we went to speak to some nobles about their relatives that were held in Arl Howe's dungeon. Oh, also we killed Howe, so that was good. And now we're going to chat with some people. I want to talk to Warden here, and then we're going to go talk to Honora.
Hello again, friend. It looks as though you're no worse for wear after your stay in Fort Draken.
Well, let's see. Did you know Duncan very well?
We went through our joining together, more years ago than I like to remember. He was exactly the same back then, tough as stone and just as grizzled. I think he understood sooner than the rest of us how ugly a choice it is to let the few be sacrificed to protect the many. Always left himself a soft spot for his recruits, though. Only where he ever let himself down.
I was hoping to learn a bit more about the Grey Wardens.
Well, I'd be happy to tell you what I know, but it seems to me that you've picked the important parts up yourself. Be firm in your beliefs, protect people from their own ignorance, and be as loyal as you can to your brothers, even knowing you'll share their deaths.
So how many Wardens are there?
It's tough to say. Only the fortress in Weishaupt has every record. But there are certainly a few dozen or hundreds in every nation in Thedas. The Anderfells are home to over 1,000. It's almost like the Archdemon chose Ferelden deliberately, knowing how unguarded it is.
Have you ever been to the fortress in Weishaupt?
Once only, and I'd rather not go again. It's far, lass, and very foreign. The Wardens there, they fight darkspawn like you and me, but they're shaped by the winters there in the forest. They're a cold group and don't care like they should about the rest of the world. Their king is weak, and many Anders look to the Wardens to rule. I hate to say this, but some of them seem to want it that way.
How were the Wardens founded?
It was near 1,200 years ago, and no one knows for sure, except that it began with a group of Anders soldiers. Apparently, they defected from their king's army, vowing that fighting the Blight was more important, and traveled all the way to Tevinter themselves. They were the first ones to track down the Archdemon Dumat, and the ones to slay him, though none survived the battle. But they had picked up followers by then, and it was they who formally founded the Order, and were recognized by Thedas.
Why has it been so long since the last Blight?
Archdemons don't awaken on their own, you know. It takes the Darkspawn, tunneling and tunneling, searching for centuries to find one. And with no one to lead them, it must be sheer chance, or maybe instinct, which leads them. What's surprising isn't that it takes so long between Blights. What's surprising is that they succeed at all. But I imagine the old gods call to them, and it's that voice in the darkness which drives them through so many generations. The important thing to remember is, none of that matters. When you're facing Darkspawn, all you need to know is to stop them at all costs.
Is that it?
Hello again, friend. It looks as though you're no worse for wear after your stay in Fort Draken.
Let's see. Could you tell me about that vault again?
It's located just off the Market District in the northern alley past the Old Noble Tavern. I'll sketch out the code which will let you pass the lock wheel. Inside you can take your pick of whatever equipment remains. It is the stockpile the Wardens have kept for centuries, for the defense of Denerim.
So, what are your plans now?
When I'm well enough, I'm going to continue my journey toward Ostagar. Hopefully I'll be able to trace the heart of the Blight and where the Archdemon itself abides. If we want to defeat this Archdemon, we need to know where it is and how soon it might strike.
Okay, you're going alone? Shouldn't I go with you?
If there were more of us, I would agree. But as it is, I don't think we can deprive all the armies you've gathered of a commander.
Eva has never really thought of herself as a commander of armies. Alright, well, I need to get going.
Good luck to you, then. We will have to talk again when the land's meat is more settled.
Alright. I've been in here, right? Yeah, okay. Now, I need to go see Honora. That's my room with my dog and Morgan instead, and Honora's room. Okay. Her room better not be bigger than mine.
Hello again, Warden. It is good that you came to speak with me. First, let me say that I knew your family. Eleanor, in particular, was dear to me, and what Hal did was unforgivable. How fitting he died at your hands. I will be blunt. I can see that your voice will be a strong one in days to come. It is to you that Eamon listens, and with good reason. My father must be stopped, but once that is done, Ferelden will need a ruler. I would welcome your support for my throne.
Let's see. You think you're a better candidate than Alistair?
Do you disagree?
Maybe.
You are a fellow Grey Warden. What do you think of Alistair's potential to rule? Never mind his willingness.
Oh, being a good ruler requires more than ambition.
Alistair seems like a kind, well-meaning man, and biddable enough. These are admirable qualities, if not kingly ones. He also seems to be a fine Grey Warden, which is exactly why he should remain one and serve the kingdom by defeating the Darkspawn.
So how do you know so much about him?
Kaelin knew of Alistair. It was Arl Eamon that kept Alistair out of the courts, as Merrick had desired. Oh, there are some who would follow Alistair out of respect for his Therin blood. The others would see this as Eamon grabbing for power. Who else do you think Alistair would turn to for help? Eventually, the nobility would return to the old days of constant warring with each other. Alistair's weakness would destroy everything Merrick built.
Well, I disagree with that assessment.
I simply believe that I am what this country needs. I will fight for what I believe. Would Alistair do the same?
Yes, he would.
Thus, I say again, I would welcome your support for the throne if you would give it.
Well, why should I support you?
For years, I have ruled this kingdom as Kaelin's queen. As much as they loved Kaelin, all of the Banon knew this to be so. Kaelin was a good man, but what is needed now is not another good man, but a good ruler. I sent Alina here not solely because I thought I needed help, but because I saw an opportunity for us both. I need your support, Warden, and you will need mine.
Are you proposing an alliance?
That is exactly what I am proposing. When the time comes, you support my bid in the Landsmeet to remain on the throne. You will be seen as my father's enemy, yet you will be in support of his daughter. You will be seen as supporting the interests of Ferelden, as opposed to solely those of the Grey Wardens. In return, I add my voice to yours. Do you see? Together we can do what alone we cannot.
So what happens to Loghain if you're queen?
He is my father, as well as a great general, who has served his nation well until now. If there is a way for him to live, I would prefer it.
Justice must be done, don't you think?
I will always be my father's daughter, but even I know he must pay for his crimes. It will not make me glad, even so. Does that affect your decision? Can we yet come to an arrangement?
Let's see. If I tell her, I don't remember this exactly. If I tell her that I will support her, that doesn't mean I have to, right? I can change my mind. She's not gonna marry Alistair. No. I think I would need more than just your support.
Once I am queen, I will be in a position to grant you whatever you wish. And I shall. This is in addition to High Ever being properly restored to you. That should go without saying, I trust. Alistair might promise you the same, I suppose. But I would ask which is better. The gratitude of a weak king, or of a strong queen. And even if it is not for you, think of what I could do for the Grey Wardens. Think of what I could do for your companions. I trust I have made my point.
Alright. I'm gonna tell her that I'm gonna support her, but Eva is probably not gonna support her.
That is good to hear. So,
We'll
we have
see.
a deal, Warden. I trust you'll keep your end of the bargain. Now, I suppose, comes the task of dealing with my father. That will be no small feat, of course, but I am certain you already know this. I imagine you have much to do. Is there anything else you needed from me?
I do have some questions.
Ask me whatever you like.
Does it make you uncomfortable siding against your father?
Of course it does. Do you think me heartless? But how much worse would I be to calmly stay at the side of a man who murdered my husband?
Did you love Kaelin?
It seems a strange word to describe a marriage our parents arranged when he was newly born and I still in swaddling clothes, but yes, I loved him. He was reckless, impetuous, and charming. Had he not been king, he would have made a dashing rogue for a band of players. We were a good pairing. He would not have wanted the burden of ruling any more than I would have liked remaining the silent wife in my husband's shadow.
Why did Loghain leave Kaelin to die, do you know?
Kaelin was so idealistic. The world was his storybook, and he was the hero. My father is different. He's an idealist too, but he knows what idealism costs. They often clashed, but never seriously, never for long. Kaelin would always come round to Father's way of thinking eventually. And then the Blight came. Kaelin dreamed of uniting all the nations of Thedas against the Darkspawn. It was a dream he wouldn't surrender. What my father saw, however, was the boy he had swaddled inviting Orlesian troops back into the land he had fought to free of them. And for once, my poor, foolish husband wouldn't back down.
Well, I'm sorry for your loss.
It was more than just my own loss. But I thank you all the same.
Yeah. Another question.
Ask me whatever you like.
I'd like to understand Loghain better, if possible.
Well, he was once a farmer when he was a boy, if you can believe it. I never could myself. He's useless with plants, for one thing. I remember my mother once asking his help with a sick rose vine. My mother oversaw the rose gardens personally. He touched it. No more than that. And it shed half its leaves like a dog with mange. She never asked for him to help with her roses again. He bought her another one, though. He carried it back from Denerim with the branches overflowing his saddlebag. Despite the thorns tearing him bloody, he wouldn't let anyone else take it. He wanted to be the one to present it to her. My father has his faults, Warden, but he is far from common.
Well, is he truly beyond reason?
I hope not, but I fear it is so, yes.
Yeah. Why would he have ever trusted Arl Howe? And he did trust him.
Trust would perhaps be putting it too strongly. My father knew what Howe was, and while I despised the man, I knew that father relied on his political mind. I expect my father thought himself above being influenced by the snake. Truly, I wonder how many of these acts stemmed from Howe and not my father at all. We may never know.
Let's see, did he plan overthrowing Kaelin before Ostagar?
I'm not sure. I had no inkling of my father's plans until Kaelin was already dead. I would like to think that my father planned for the worst, but did not truly decide that Kaelin was a lost cause until that moment in Ostagar. The alternative is difficult to imagine.
Well, I think he had it planned all along, and that's why Howe went ahead and took Highever, because he knew he wasn't going to get in trouble for it. But anyway. Another question. Why doesn't Loghain back down?
Because he believes he is right, Warden. He thinks he is the only one who can see Ferelden out of its current crisis, even if it is one he helped engineer. My father is capable of remarkable blindness, but it stems from his love of Ferelden. That is the saddest part of all, I think.
Another question.
Ask me whatever you like.
What do you think will happen after the lands meet?
Do you want me to try my luck at fortune telling?
Yeah.
There was an old woman who read palms in the village of Warden when I was a child. She told me that I would have 10 children and be bald as a winter heath when I grew up. I can't say I put much faith in foretelling. What will happen depends much on you, Warden. But you certainly knew that already.
Alright, I should go.
Then I wish you luck, Warden.
So, I know how things happen in Inquisition, right?
I shall do it.
Depending on the decision that I make at the end of this game. And I'm just trying to decide what I want that to be. Like, should Honora be queen? Should Alistair be king? They're not going to rule together. That's a no-no, so that's not happening. We'll see. I still am undecided at this point. So I've talked to... I'm going to see if I can talk to Eamon again.
Warden, let me know if there's any assistance I can give you. We have much to do and little time. We need to do all that we can in the few days left to us before the lands meet.
Okay. Alistair, you want to chat?
So I'm guessing someone told Honora I was planning to steal her throne. She has a nasty glare. She wants to be queen. I get it. I don't trust her any more than her father, but I get it.
Yeah. What do you think about her?
They say that Honora is smart, determined. She's supposedly the one who's really ruled here, not Kaelin. She's her father's daughter. Me? I say that's where the problem lies. People like her and her father always think they're the only ones who can fix things. So everyone should just stay out of their way. What do you think? When the lands meet comes, you might even have a say.
Well, I think you'll make a fine king.
You say that now. Just wait, I'm full of surprises.
Alright. Can we talk to him again?
I haven't been here in a while.
Oh no.
They've changed the dining room. Something you need, my dear?
Let's see.
Of course.
Okay, that was it. Alright then. We're headed out to... What is it we're supposed to do now? We are supposed to go to the alienage. Yeah. Hello? Is that a little girl? No, she's just a tiny elf. The alienage. More trouble to get into. Alienage culture? Yeah, okay. Huh. The alienage looks bigger than the whole city of Dinnerham that we've seen. And very patched up. Huh. Oh, look at all the quests. Oh.
We are grateful. The compact is renewed.
Ah. Yay. Got that quest done. And you are?
What do you need?
Ah, look at all these quests I'm getting to finish. I have a letter for you from the Blackstone Irregulars.
I suppose a noble death fighting the blighted wretches is better than basking in this squalor. They'd better be paying well.
Okay, that's 2 Blackstone Irregular quests right there.
Were your people being thrifty by building this place from refuse?
You think you can buy us? You think we're so far beneath you? Someone's coming.
The heck was all that?
Thanks for running those thugs off. I thought they were gonna kill me.
What are you doing here?
I was on my way home. Look, I'm leaving and you should do the same. The knife ears are all riled up.
Okay, starved veteran. This quest.
Spare a silver for a war veteran?
Where'd you get injured, soldier?
Ostagar. Darkspawn took off half my foot.
Really? Let's give him a gold. Hope this will get you off the street.
Oh, Andraste, bless you, sir. I won't forget your face. No, I won't.
Anyway. Official notice. Bearing arms is strictly prohibited. Elves who have swords will die upon them. Wow, okay. Feral dog. Deranged beggar.
What a gorgeous tree. I wonder how old it is.
She mumbled. Andraste's grace. I'm gonna pick it.
How many of our brothers and sisters and children have these men already taken?
Oh, my dog could pee on that if he was here. Mystical side of power. Yay! So that's 3 quests I've finished already just by walking in the alienage. Sick elf. What do we got going on over here?
I've got children at home. I can't wait out here for another day.
So go home. The best thing you can do for your children is not trust these charlatans.
Everyone remain calm. We will help as many as we can today, so long as we can do this in an orderly fashion.
Oh, you're helping us, are you, Shem? Like Valendrian and my Uncle Syrian, you helped them, didn't you? Help them never to be seen again.
We've explained this to you before, girl. More whining will not persuade us to let you into the quarantine to carry plague back out to the alienage.
Quit trying to get us all killed, Shiani. Some of us have still got things to live for.
If this spell of theirs works, why are half the people they quarantine perfectly healthy?
What's going on?
What's wrong, Shem? Did you get bored and decide to come watch the elves die of plague? Wait. Sora's told me about you. You're the one who freed him from the dungeons. These foreigners say they're here to help with our outbreak of plague. Funny thing, though. All the people they help disappear.
That's not true, and you know it, Shiani. Both my sisters got the Tevinter spell cast on them, and they're fine.
Where's your niece, then? And my Uncle Syrian? And Valendrian?
There's magic being used? No. Just tell me what's happening here.
These foreigners have taken dozens of elves into that house over the last few weeks, and none of them have been seen again. One of them was our Haran, Valendrian. And I don't know what we're going to do if we don't get him back.
Let's see. What's a Haran?
He's the elder, the person who guides us. Maybe that doesn't mean anything to you, but it's important to us.
Okay, well, I think I'll go take a look inside the hospice.
They won't just let you in.
I wasn't gonna ask.
Well, just be careful. Those men are mages.
Okay. What's up?
I ask you to stand back. Some of these people are carrying the plague. The alienage is not safe for visitors.
Aren't you afraid of getting the plague?
If we did not know how to prevent the plague, we would not be here now.
What school of magic does this spell belong to? Our circle knows of none which fully prevents plagues.
You will have to excuse us, but we are not authorized to share the secrets of our circle with outsiders. For your own safety, we must ask you to leave now.
Well, they're up to no good, and they're dressed like Tevinter mages. Let's see. I'm gonna pick this death root. That is one awful looking. Where is it? I want to get a good look at that. Look at that scary ass scarecrow. Wow.
No, you can't go inside just for a moment. So you might as well walk right back around to the front doors. You shouldn't be out on the streets now anyway. What with the plague?
Aren't you afraid of getting the plague yourself?
What's worse, dying of the plague or dying of hunger? I'll take my chances with the plague, thank you, if it means I get paid. I've been hungry. The novelty's worn off.
Yeah. How much do they pay you?
Not enough to put up with all these questions. What do you want?
Well, would you let me in that house for 6 sovereigns?
6. Sure. I never saw you, and you never saw me.
Gold. Gold, gold, gold.
Enemies approaching!
Ooh. Well, there are no mages in here. That's good.
I shall
Don't,
do it.
don't crash. Is he dead yet? No.
You first. I tried to polite to grab
Okay, let me save.
As you say.
To Winter Shield. Imperial Edge. A saw sword. What's that look like? A saw, I'm guessing? Where are you? Saw sword. Well, yes, it does look like it's got a serrated blade on it. Okay. And what else do we pick up? To Winter Shield. I'm not taking that. I'll take that. There's a key with this note. Bring 8 males and 6 females for the next... Did that say shipment? Slavers. Blank vellum and 2 gold. Okay. That's the front door. If we go out there, we're going to go right into the front of the building. Yeah. Can I go out this way instead? This is the way we came in. Okay, so now we're not going to land right in their lap.
None shall see me.
We can sneak around. Well, I can. These guys can't.
What in the maker's name is this? Stop her!
Healers, huh? Get him.
It shall be done.
No. No. You stupid little elf. Why are you fighting me? Kill him. Oh. What just happened? I just got an achievement that I've never gotten before. That is crazy. And I died in the process, so that's cool. But, yeah. When that stupid walking bomb got me. Bring me back. And then heal us for me. Okay. So... Well, there we go.
That went well.
Well, for you, I died. Or I was incapacitated, rather. Put it that way.
Very well.
Alright. Oh, I have a cracked skull. Whose walking bomb was that? Because it wasn't Wynn's. It must have been one of the, Oh, I bet one of those mages put it on, maybe on me? I don't know. I don't know. All I know is I need to have my wounds healed, please. Where's the thing? There we go. Now then. Save. And loot, and then talk to Shawnee, or it's the wrong game. Shiani.
I shall do it.
They're both little, like, mouthy redheads.
As you say.
Easy to get them confused.
Are you all right? What was in there? Where is everyone?
I found this note.
Let me see that. What does this even mean? They can't be shipping people, can they? Shipping them where?
Let's see. Have you seen them bring anything out of the hospice?
No. People go in, but they don't come out. They aren't shipping anything out of there that we've seen. They could be moving through the back alleys. There are all sorts of buildings back there. They could be using one as some sort of warehouse, staging area.
There was a key with the note.
There are apartments off the alleys. I would go to the back of the hospice and maybe follow the alley from there. If you find any more information, please let me know. I refuse to accept that they're all simply gone.
Okay. I see a quest. Sir Otto.
Is someone there? Maker's blessing to you, child. Be not afraid. I still have some sight to see you by.
Who are you?
It is a pleasure to make your acquaintance. I am Sir Otto. I am a Templar. I lost my sight in a battle with a powerful Maleficar. He called flame from the air and burned my face. The scars have healed, but my sight will never recover.
I'm sorry.
Don't be. Many of my brethren died in that battle.
So, what's a Templar doing here? That was a little too much information, yeah.
We'd heard rumors that there's an enclave of Maleficarum hidden in the alienage.
Really? Are you in any condition to fight Maleficarum?
Sadly, not anymore. But I have years of hard-won experience. Often the chase is as difficult as the resolution. So I do the Maker's work in whatever way I can.
Have you found anything?
I have found no evidence of Maleficarum in the alienage. However, there is something else. This place, it's scarred like me. When I came here, I immediately could feel an air of hopelessness, despair. But over time, I felt the wrongness runs far deeper than that.
What do you mean?
I don't know. But the feeling of wrongness never wanes. And so I attempt to puzzle it out. I don't suppose I could impose upon you.
What do you need me to do?
It took patience, but some elves opened up to me, and I've heard their sad tales. But I found no real evidence to support my fears. Ears alone have done all they can. I was hoping you could be my eyes. Look around the alienage for anything out of the ordinary.
Okay. Any idea where I should start my search?
None. I thank you for humoring me on this. If I am wrong, I will rightly feel the fool. You seem capable. I have hope that you will find what I seek. Maker watch over you, child.
You met a blind Templar, Sir Otto, who says that something is very wrong in the alienage. He's asked you to be his eyes and look around for anything suspicious. So we've seen things. Like we've seen this beggar.
The house has eyes. But Grandma calls. What's a girl to do? Have to be a good girl, but have to avoid the bad men.
Huh?
You're not one of the bad men, are you? I just want to make Grandma happy.
Who's your grandmother?
Never met her, but she protected me. But I lost her amulet. Grandma, make the voices go away.
What do the voices say?
Everything and nothing. They thirst for blood. More blood. The bad men in the house.
Who are the bad men?
The housemen. They came the night of shouting. All of us orphans were in there. Then the blood. Oh, the blood. Still bleeding. Poor animals. Poor us.
Are you talking about the riots?
So many died. So many. The orphanage is all dead now.
What about the animals?
The dogs hear the bad men too. They make the dogs so confused, so angry. Poor little pups barking at the noise. Make them stop.
Is there anything I can do to help?
No, sir. No, sir, indeed. Don't go into the orphanage. The bad men will take you too.
Quest updated. You found a young female elf who has been driven insane by recent trauma. She said there were bad men in the nearby abandoned orphanage. Alright, well here's the feral dog. Grrr. You found more clues pointing to something unexplained and perhaps sinister at work. Sir Otto would be interested in your findings. Okay. Here's a pool of blood. This pool of blood is still damp. Besides the coppery smell of blood, you also pick up the faint scent of bad eggs.
Oh, it's good to see you again, friend. You were so generous to me before, and these are other veterans.
I'm an orphan.
Oh, and an orphan. Please, milady, can you spare some coin?
Are you really a veteran?
I am insulted. A veteran campaigner, am I? And Oli is as bereft of parents as anyone's ever been.
My mom is especially dead.
No need to mention that, Oli. Will you help us?
Alright, here's 30 silver.
Thank you, sir.
You are too good to us.
No more gold, though. What, there's another one?
May the Divine herself pray for you.
This is the corpse of a rabid dog. It looks like he was skewered with a spear. Ugh. Nobody has cleaned up the body, and it appears to have been dead for some time. Disgusting. I bet that place smells so bad. Yeah, I found many clues. Need to talk to Sir Otto. Okay. Sir Otto.
What have you found?
Well, there are pools of blood that smell of rotten eggs.
There's been no fighting in the alienage recently, which means the blood is not congealing. I suppose there could be some explanation for it. That's by the orphanage, right? A sad place. Did you find anything else?
A beggar said there were bad men in the orphanage.
The riot took its toll not only on the body, but on the mind as well. I know of whom you speak, although she opened up more to you than me. One odd thing I am willing to believe, but two is no coincidence. Let's head to the orphanage. Both of your clues were near there.
Alright, are you sure you're up for this?
I'm sure your friends can keep me safe. I have faith in you. Let us proceed.
Oh boy. Sir Otto is heading to the abandoned orphanage to investigate the source of the strange phenomena in the alienage. Well, it looks like we're doing this, so... yeah. Actually, before we do this, we're just gonna stop here, and when we come back, we'll tackle this orphanage thing and then get started on finding the elves that were taken by Tevinter. So, those are Tevinter slavers, by the way. See you next time, guys, and thanks for watching.